Biology dysphoria, when ideology collides with nature. From Charlize Theron's boast to the alphabet movement's delusion, why denying biology always ends in collapse. By Johnny DiPolo. Introduction: the question that defines our age. So my question is this: will the 99.98% allow the 0.02% to cause the collapse and extinction of the very existence they have come to know, or will they reclaim the human race for future prosperity and growth? That is the dividing line of our time. On one side stand the constants of biology: fertility, survival instincts, natural attraction curves that have carried our species through war, famine, plague, and collapse. On the other side stands the rhetoric of ideology: fluid identities, manufactured myths, and cultural demands that we deny everything our bodies and instincts tell us. This fracture between biology and ideology runs through Hollywood, politics, classrooms, and family life. It shows up in the alphabet movement's demands, in feminist attempts to rewrite attraction, and, most recently, in Charlize Theron's brag on a podcast that she had slept with a 26-year-old at age 49. Theron didn't realize it, but she exposed the whole game in a single boast. The constants of human attraction. Biology does not negotiate. It doesn't bend for activists or consult political manifestos before setting its terms. The constants are brutally simple. Men are drawn to youth, vitality, and fertility. These are survival cues hardwired into the male instinct. Women are drawn to maturity, stability, and provision. These are survival cues hardwired into the female instinct. These are not cultural quirks. They are not products of patriarchy. They are observable across history, across cultures, across species. They are the oldest truths of survival. If they were social fabrications, they would have changed the way clothing styles or political fashions change. But they have not changed. They persist because they work. If they had not, humanity would not be here to debate them. The ideological dysphoria. And yet, ideology tells us these constants are myths. This is what I call biology dysphoria, the cultural denial of natural law. We are told beauty is constructed, when youth and fertility are desired across time and place. We are told age gaps are predatory, when women consistently prefer older men and men consistently prefer younger women. We are told women lose sex appeal only because of conditioning, when fertility decline after 30 is a biological fact. This dysphoria has been pushed hardest by the alphabet movement. What began as tolerance for exceptions has metastasized into cultural tyranny. A fraction of a percent now insists its reality must become the universal standard. Gender is declared infinitely malleable. Attraction is declared arbitrary. Family is dismissed as outdated. This is not evolution. It is rebellion against evolution. Hollywood as the mirror. Hollywood has always been accused of creating bias. In truth, it mirrors biology, and Monetizes it. When Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez, Cher, Sharon Stone, Salma Hayek, or Sofia Vergara projected vitality into their 40s and 50s, Hollywood elevated them. When George Clooney, Denzel Washington, Liam Neeson, or Brad Pitt embodied late-life status and gravitas, Hollywood doubled down on them. For every outlier, dozens quietly drifted into supporting roles once their biology no longer sold. Hollywood does not dictate desire. It sells it back to us. When Hollywood tried to rewrite biology. But recently, Hollywood caved to ideology. It tried to sell attraction that does not exist. Women in their 60s scripted as hypersexual superheroes while younger men orbit as decoration. Gender-neutral power fantasies that erased polarity. Casting chosen by political checklist instead of resonance with instinct. Audiences revolted. Box office collapsed. Franchises tanked. Streaming platforms overpromised and underdelivered. The evidence is undeniable. When ideology is sold in place of biology, the market walks away. This is not bias. This is biology. The loss of decorum. What makes Theron's boast and Johansson's complaints more than gossip is how they reveal a collapse of decorum. Charlize Theron's comment was celebrated as empowerment. Yet if a 49-year-old man had bragged about sleeping with a woman half his age, he would have been crucified. That is not equality. That is hypocrisy. Scarlett Johansson laments no longer being offered sexy roles while simultaneously condemning the roles that made her rich. This is not liberation. This is cultural schizophrenia, wanting the benefits of biology without its consequences. Once, age was accepted with grace, allure faded into mystique, and celebrities allowed their work to speak louder than their bedrooms. Today, mystique is gone. Confession has replaced dignity. The overshare has replaced decorum. The tyranny of the 0.02%. Every society has outliers. That has never been the issue. The issue is when the 0.02% is elevated as the law for the 99.98%. This is the sleight of hand of wokeism. Elevate exceptions above the rule, treat rare cases as universal truths, and force the majority to deny its instincts to appease the fringe. Applied logic destroys this narrative. If survival had depended on the 0.02%, humanity would have vanished long ago. The normal exists for a reason. It sustains the majority, generation after generation. When ideology demands we reverse that order, we are not advancing. We are sabotaging the ship while calling it progress. The Extinction Road. Biology dysphoria is not a harmless illusion. It has consequences, and we are already seeing them. Fertility rates collapsing across developed nations. Families delayed or abandoned. Masculinity treated as pathology. Femininity politicized into slogans. A generation told identity is infinite while reproduction is optional. Cultures that deny biology collapse. Societies that elevate sterility vanish. Civilizations that bend the majority to the fringe fracture and are replaced by those who still honor natural law. This is not morality. This is arithmetic. Conclusion. Biology wins. Charlize Theron thought she was flexing independence by boasting about her younger partner. Scarlett Johansson thought she was critiquing sexism by lamenting the loss of sexy roles. Hollywood thought it could script ideology in place of biology. All of them proved the opposite. Biology does not bend. It does not negotiate. It does not care what you call yourself, what politics you adopt, or what slogans you chant. Biology is not oppression. Biology is survival. And survival always wins. So my question returns, sharper than ever. Will the 99.98% allow the 0.02% to cause the collapse and extinction of the very existence they have come to know, or will they reclaim the human race for future prosperity and growth? Support this work. Subscribe for more essays like this, free or paid, your choice.